guys? Authentically Me, Regina B, is here. It is run day 3, 12 weeks to go. Today is going to be a speed workout. It's also going to be a heel session as well. I am going to do it on my treadmill downstairs. And I decided to use the Nike Run Club guided run titled Runner Up as my inspiration. And so it'll be a 5-minute warm up, and then it'll be repeated 5 times. So the first round will be 45 seconds at your 10K pace, 1 minute and 15 seconds to recover, then 15 seconds at your best pace, and then 45 seconds to recover. That's repeated 5 times. And then I'm going to cool it down and shut it down. What I'm going to do for the incline part is for each interval, I'm going to go progressively higher. So my intention is for the 10K pace to put it at 6 miles per hour. And then I'll probably begin the first interval at an 8% on the incline. And then the second interval, I'll go up. And then the next interval, I'll go up. So I'm going to go up from 8 to finish out at, God only knows what I'm going to finish out at. So I'll be back to share with you guys how the run goes, how my body feels. And I'm feeling really pumped. I've been listening to, Audible has episodes that's on there now. And so I've been listening to Joni's story, Joan Benoit Samuelson's story. I love her. I was first introduced to her through the Nike Run Club app, but just listening to her story and other women's story, it just has inspired me and greatly blessed me. So I'm going to use that positive energy to push myself forward in my run and get this thing done. I'll be back to update you guys. Peace. Y'all, hard fought, hard won. Run day 3, done. Whew, let me turn this fan off in case it has some weird background noise to it. Whew, that session is cooked and in the books. And, whew, guys, at the end of that, I was like, ooh, you made that harder for yourself than you had to. Isn't that true to your life, Gina B? Nah. But the run is done. 45 seconds, 10K pace, 15 seconds, best pace. Whew. And then repeat it 5 times and add a hill climb or on a hill. So how I did my incline on my treadmill, which I'm writing it down, copying it off of Nike Run Club app. Runner Up is the title of it. And I'm writing down what was going to be in that session because I didn't actually listen to the session. Whew. So I'm like, oh, 45 seconds, done. 10K pace, okay, and then 15 seconds, best. Whew. So I'm looking at my treadmill. And the way that my treadmill on the incline, it goes 0, 1, 2, 3. And then from 4 up, it goes 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. So I'm like, okay, it's 5 intervals. So I'm going to start at an incline of 6 and work my way up to 15 by the end of, with the last interval. Ooh, I'm going to mental note that and I'm going to share what I just thought with you in just a second. So what I did was the first round, 45 seconds at miles per hour 6, incline 6, 15 seconds at miles per hour 7, and then repeat the 6 incline. Then the next interval, do the same thing, but I went up to 8. And then for the third interval, I went up to 10 on the incline. Fourth interval, I went up to 12. And the final interval, I went up to 15, but for that 45 second at 10K, baby, I was like, let me bring it down, boo. I'll go back up. But I want to say 15-20 seconds in on that last interval at an incline of 15, I had to bring it down. Like, I brought it down all the way down to like -3, but I kept it at 6 and I just finished it out. But surprisingly, that was so challenging, and I wanted it to be challenging, and I wanted it to progressively get more intense. I just was surprised at how intense it was gonna get. And I was really pushing myself, like, because I'm on a treadmill going so fast, I did hold on with my right hand and once it got up to the incline of 15, y'all, my treadmill was like shaking. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna break it. That's another reason why I took it down. But I'm thinking, you know, another time to also challenge myself, but to make it, well, I don't know if I'll do this, but one thing that I thought as I was sharing with you how it went, I was like, maybe the next time, the first rounds, I'll start up high. So if I do this run again, interval 1, I'll start at 15 and then let it progressively get challenging. It's still challenging, but a little bit easier. And maybe I'll take up the speed. But, oh my gosh, it was so, I mean, I'm glad that I did it. When I was done, I was like, cool, I had some distractions. Like, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because my kid's school called, so I couldn't answer it because I couldn't talk and breathe at the same time at the moment. So I'm going to check the voicemail, see what they needed. And then my watch kept, you know, because I had to keep starting and stopping it on the recoveries. My watch was getting on my nerves. But I did the 5-minute warm up at a nice moderate pace of like 11:43, it said was my average pace when I paused it to stretch. And then over the course of the run, like, I'm interested to see what my fastest pace will be, because I looked at my watch at one moment, it said like 4:57 on one of the 15 seconds. And yeah, I'm just interested to see. My eyes got wide there, notification. But one thing I do like about the app, like when you do the guided run on the app and you do a speed interval, when you're recovering for however long you have to recover, it doesn't track that because you're supposed to be recovering. You know, they tell you put your hands on your hips to catch your breath or on your head and, you know, either walk it or light jog it. But when you're back on, they track each interval and they show you how you did on each interval. Me just using my watch and using this piece of paper to like check off what I've done, it's not going to track how I did each interval. So I just kind of have to check my watch, and I get to look at my watch when I'm pausing it. So I was like, some of those 15 seconds, I was going pretty fast, like 5 minutes, 4 minutes. And if you saw in the first video, I've been listening to Audible. I've been listening to the episodes by Joan Benoit Samuelson, and it said for her marathon, okay, baby girl's average pace was like 5 something. And so at one point I looked at my watch, and mind you, she said she knew she could probably go faster. So I looked at my watch, yo. At one point for the 15-second interval, one of those intervals I was at 5. And even when I looked at it and it said like 4 minutes, I'm like, baby, that is fast, mama. And I believe she's short, and she was petite in stature, so she's probably much lighter. I'm short, but you know, I'm a thick chick. So, but I was like, whoa, hats off to you, baby. Like, a 5-minute average pace, 26.2 miles, she is bad, okay? And she helped get Nike off the ground. Check her story out. If you have never heard of her, listen to that on Audible, because Phil Knight's on there, and he's talking about how he got Nike started, how he first met her. Like, running just plateaued her into such a stratosphere. But it wasn't just her running, it was her mindset. And I enjoy listening to her. But this is done, and if you don't have the app and you want to do this, like I said, it's 5 intervals, 45 seconds, 10K pace, which is your RPE of about 6. 1 minute, 15 seconds recovery. 15 seconds at your best pace. And I know from previous sessions that I've listened to that your best pace doesn't have to be fast. It's your best pace. Like whatever you want your best pace to be is your best pace. And then a 45-second recovery. And then that's repeated 5 times. And then it didn't say that it had a cool down, but I'm just walking my cool down. I've been walking for about 11 minutes now. And on the app, when I was reading what was included in the session, it's a 21-minute total experience. So by the time I was done, I think pausing it and getting back on, the speed work averaged out to about 15 minutes. And like I said, I had is that a mosquito down here? What in the world? I'm gonna get you later. Anyway, like I said, the 5-minute warm-up was probably about an average pace of 11:43 when I paused it. By the time I had finished the run, I ticked off like over 2 minutes because I think it said my average pace was like 9. I'll show you when I share my screen with you on what I did, but I think it was 9:23. So I'm happy with that. I feel like your girl, I got after it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. As always, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I appreciate you spending your time with me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why not? Go ahead and subscribe. If you enjoyed this comment, give it this commentary, give it a thumbs up. If you want to join the journey, leave a comment and share your why. If you're already on your journey, leave a comment and share your why. Take an opportunity today for however many minutes you can to get after whatever your get after is. I love you. God loves you so much more. Peace.